Hi guys, happy to have you everybody here, and I see you're super active in the chat. We have really a lot of people now, and yeah, really happy to see you today. And please write in the chat how are you? How are you today? And from where you are now joining this hackathon. We are really interested in locations. We want to see how worldwide it is. And I'm Alicia. I'm your MC for today. I'm the event specialist at LabLab.ai, and also I'm your Twitch advocate. So feel free to write all the questions you may have in the comments, and I will be happy to answer it here. And also, if you would have some questions to our speakers, feel free to ask them in the chat as well. Okay, I see Colombia, Netherlands, Paraguay. Okay, that's really Spain. We have so much people from different countries. Super happy to see you today, guys. And well, let's go to the agenda to see what we will have today. It shouldn't be a really long stream, so we will go short today. Let's go to the agenda, and basically it's the agenda for whole hackathon, so you will have a clue how it will go through all the 7 days. Well, now we are on hackathon opening. We are starting the hackathon, and we will be talking about the platform, about Discord, about the technology we will use for this week hackathon, and for you just to have an idea what will be going on. And if somebody is really new to the platform, you will know everything, and you will be like a pro on our Discord and on lablab.ai. Then we will move on to the challenge, and also to the tech workshops. And I will show you technologies that you can use for this hackathon, and also we'll have two brief overview on the most popular technology for this hackathon. So even if you're new to AI, but you are good in coding, or you are completely new to everything here, you will have opportunity to start working immediately. And then evaluation criteria, and of course prizes. And all this time from today till the next Friday, you will have time to build your solution, to talk to mentors, and to have this awesome experience during this build your own startup hackathon. And on next Friday, on the midnight Poland time, you can check also on the website your time zone. It will be adapted. It will be the time to finish your projects and submit your solutions. All right, and we have pretty good agenda for today, and I want to welcome guests that we have here on the stream. We have Simon Awesome, and he is the co-founder at New Native and LabLab.ai. And he will be talking to us about the LabLab as a platform and about the New Native as a company to give us an idea how it works in general, how this pipeline works. And also, I have special request to you, Simon, since the prize I will announce later will be connected to the Slingshot program. Could you also tell us a bit about Slingshot to people get excited already in the beginning?
Yeah.
Simon, the word is to you.
Thank you. Glad to be here again and to welcome all of you to this great hackathon. We are super excited to see what you can come up with. And I'll just take a couple of words and talk about what we're doing here on LabLab and also New Native, which is the actual parent company of LabLab. As you know now, when you've signed up with LabLab, we're all about trying to give you the latest access to new technology so that you can explore and elaborate with it, build cool stuff, and ship it to market to see what happens. And we believe that this format of doing it through hackathons is really a great way for you to connect with people across the globe, and have some additional perspective on the things that you're building. And we do it ourselves. We think it's fun. We think it's awesome. And we hope you will enjoy it as well. Now, New Native, which is our parent company, we host a lot of things. We do LabLab as one, and then also Slingshot, which I'll talk about in just a second. What we are all about is trying to stimulate the emerging AI economy, and we're trying to help as many people as possible to be a part of it, essentially making you the 10x engineer that you could be. From our perspective, what we bring to the table is the partnerships, fantastic partnerships that we've run events with in the past, and also new ones that are emerging. And if you're interested in that, we have a lot of information on LabLab. But then also making sure that you have the capability to self-organize into teams and push cool innovation into market. And we do this with countless people around the globe and institutions around the globe. And we're really happy to continue to do that together with you as well. Now, most recently, we released a subsequent program to LabLab, which we call Slingshot. And what that is about is really for you, for the best ones, the builders, the winners, to access an exoskeleton of new capabilities in terms of technical capabilities, as well as access to partners. So we actually have partner teams signed up in our Discord for Slingshot that has dedicated teams and resources to help you succeed with your projects. We think it's super cool to be able to host that kind of interaction and hopefully help you even further than you would by just reading tutorials. As of now, we have run this program just for a little bit in beta. We've addressed roughly 20 companies, so we picked the latest winner, and now the winners today will also be included in this program. Are kind of like a Navy SEAL program for AI builders, and we're super excited, and we hope that whoever wins this challenge also will be super excited to join us for quite an adventure. So with that, very happy to see that there are many people who signed up. Very happy to have you, Alesha, to host this, and looking forward to all the great submits by the end of it.
Thanks so much, Simon, for joining us. And I'm sure for those who wants to go further, they will connect with you as well, like for a lot being a Slingshot. Super happy to have you here today. Thank you for joining. All right, guys, and have one of our founders loves to talk. Now will be the now we'll see the act of creation, and on our team we are calling you the builders and creators. You probably saw it also on our post, and it means for us that now we will have really great opportunity to have in 7 days you can build really ready to market or pretty close to market MVP of the product. And we are super excited of that because some of the people that are joining the hackathons, they are super new to AI and sometimes they're really new to coding in general. And in just 7 days, they are forming team with people they have no idea who these people were before the hackathon. And also they are from different time zones and they are creating projects together. And we are really excited to be able to host it and to be able to help you with your AI career and probably with your future AI startup. And now I want to go with the platform and Discord to show you how it works. By the way, please write in the chat who is new to lablab.ai and to our platform in general and who haven't participated in any hackathons with us before. It would be really interesting to see because usually we are repeating this part every time on each hackathon. Really? Okay, we have people that are first. Really happy to have you here. Okay, so it means that this session will absolutely make sense. Okay, super. A lot of people are new to the platform. Great. So guys, just don't be shy to ask questions. If you didn't understood something from the talk, I will be having. Okay, let's go to the hackathon guide. So the hackathon guide will be divided into 6 steps and they are pretty basic. So first, you have to join the hackathon, right? And then create or join your team on LabLab. I will show you how to do each of the steps a bit later. Then you will meet your team on Discord or on any messenger you prefer to just have constant communication with them during these 7 days. After that, you will come up with 2-3 concepts of your product. Sometimes people are knowing what they want to build exactly. And after that, you have to, okay, it's optional, so you can, to talk to mentors and just approve the concept. Maybe you will get some advices, maybe you will get some notes, how you can improve this process, how you can make it smoother, maybe make it easier than you planned to. So it's better to talk to mentors and just have this approval, okay, go on your idea. After that, through 7 or 6 days, you will build your prototype of the project, also having the access to mentors and our resources on the platform. And the last step will be submitting the solution on the platform. And then you will have it like your portfolio profile. People will be able to vote on this, put the likes. Also, our mentors and partners will be able to put their comments. And after that, we'll have evaluation and, of course, the announcement of the winners. All right, let's move on to some basic steps that everybody of you have to know before moving to the hackathon itself. First of all, if you just registered to the platform, I strongly recommend you to fill out your profile correctly. Why it's important? Thank you. People are writing that we are the best. Actually, we know, and we are trying to be the best and to keep this like high level of the competence and high level of the hackathons. And we really happy that you are with us and you are helping us being better. Okay, guys. When it comes to the profile, I'm strongly recommend you to fill out it completely, since people that are looking for members in a team, they would check out your profile first, and they need to see your resume. I don't know. No, okay, not like CV. They need to see your project that you built before. So like portfolio for developers, GitHub for designers. It's good to have whatever portfolio, or it's your Instagram page or some other app that you use for portfolio. It would be good to put there, since people can check like what you were doing before and are you relevant for their team or not. And also, if you didn't fill out your profile correctly, then you will not showing up on the submission page, which I will be talking about later, but still it's important just to have everything filled out. All right, let's move on to the creation of the team. As I mentioned before, you have two options. You can create a team or you can join a team. And of course, you can work solo, but it's also required a creation of the team on the platform. If you want to create your own team, you need to click on the dashboard on the event page. It will be on the place of the button of enrollment to the event. And if you will scroll down a bit, you will see the button of create your team. Then you will fill out all the details. You can invite people to the team. People can join themselves. You can pick the people you want and invite them to the team. And that's basically how you will form your team on the platform. Other option is to join the team. If you don't want to build your team yourself and you want to join some existing one, or you do not have some idea what you want to build, like on this hackathon, you can scroll down a bit and see the list of teams that are looking for the members. Teams that are looking for the members have this red mark, like looking for members. And then you can just simply join the team or write them in the chat some questions that you have before joining. And that's basically how you can join their team. And after that, we can move on to the Discord or Messenger connection. When you will have more than 2 members in the team, you will automatically have a button to create your Discord team channel. And this team channel needs for us to communicate your team. Then mentors can talk to you, mentors can have calls with you, and it's really important for us to have constant communication. I see the message in the chat, and let me answer it now. Do I need to have a profile filled to start a team? You should have profile definitely, but you shouldn't have it filled out to start. No, but it's just good for you to have, since people that will be joining your team, they need to know a bit about you, and they need to have some like proof of your experience, and to be just confident that this team will really work during the hackathon. Okay, and of course, to communicate with your team, you can pick another messenger. But I really recommend you to have, in addition, Discord channel, since it's easier for mentors to communicate with you via Discord. I see one more question in the chat. Can I still talk to mentors and discuss the projects if I'm solo? Yeah, of course. Solo team is still team, so it's fine for you to communicate with mentors directly, writing them in the chats, and I will talk about mentors communication right now. So mentors are available through all whole the event, and also we have some specific channels for technical questions. We have just help section, and also we have technical mentors, business mentors, and organizers that will help you with different kinds of questions. And for all of this, you have one single tech mentors. The best case, the best option to have help from mentors is to describe your problem, question, issue, and tag mentor. And then we will pick the best person that can help in your specific question. And also you can use calling for help button on the website on your team profile. You will see it once you will create a team or join existing one. But I strongly recommend you to communicate with mentors via Discord and using tags, because it just will be way easier and you will have your response really quicker. And other questions in the chat. How about people that are new to AI? Okay, we have technical tutorials and we have a lot of video content and just articles where you can easily start with AI if you have some coding background. And if you do not have coding background, you can really strongly impact on the solution of the team, because the team, it doesn't mean that we need only developers. We need also people with different backgrounds to be able to contribute with non-technical tasks like presentation, forming of the business concept, forming the idea itself. We still have really huge amount of work to do, not just coding. So you will be really useful to the teams, believe me. Let's go further to the questions. How to communicate with mentors, I just told. So you simply use tag mentor on our Discord channel. Where is this tutorial? I will tell you a bit later in the tag section. Okay, let's move on to the Discord channels. Most of them already mentioned. You have questions to find the team members. You will see them on Discord for each specific hackathon. You have help sections, like I need help, and also a general channel where you can write your questions. You have educational section and a lot of channels for fun. So just go to the Discord and check that out yourself. Somebody in the chat wrote that you have a few issues with AutoGPT tutorials. There is a few errors. All right, that's good that you mentioned it. We didn't had this request before, so to solve it, I strongly recommend you to write in I need help channel and send a link to a specific tutorial, and then our mentors and people that wrote this article can help you with that directly. Okay, let's move on. And now it's really important question, especially for long-term hackathons, as we will have right now. What if my team members are inactive during the hackathon, or they stop replying me, or they just gone? That's really good question, and we have an answer to you. So basically, let's say for 2 days, people are not replying to you, even for 1 day from the start of the hackathon, and it's a good reason to or move to another team, or to decide working in solo and invite some other members to join you. And it's really important to know that people have different time zones and they may not reply you just because they are sleeping. So just wait for, let's say, 10 hours. If they still not replying, that's fine. You can just join another team, write in the Discord that you are looking for team members. If you already have your idea and you know how to code and you know how to develop it, work in solo. If you want some additional members, also feel free to use looking for team members chat. Also, in our forum, we have thread for people that have unactive teams, and there you can find people that have the same issues, and of course, you can just solve it together. All right, there was a lot of to talk, and I do not see any additional questions in the chat. So let me move on to the section with technologies. Okay. Well, for this hackathon, we are allowed to use any technology that are on the website, and also you can use some additional models that you have in mind or you will find in the internet when you will face some like specific request that needs to be covered. When it comes to the challenge, Max, could you please? Yeah, thank you. When it comes to the challenge is to build during the 7 days real working prototype of your future startup, of your app that you just had in mind, or you just created this concept during the hackathon. So in the end of the hackathon, you should present to us like very MVP that we can test, play with it, and just to show to the judges or to potential investors. One more question in the chat. Let me read it in loud. There is no problem if I use Raspberry Pi tag. No, there is no problem because it's not specific technology event. It's just event to build your startup, so you can use whatever tag you want. We have some recommended models that we are offering to people. Let's move on to them. And also we have tutorials and educational materials on these models. That's why I'm presenting them now, but it doesn't mean that you can't use some additional ones. Well, OpenAI technologies. We have Whisper, ChatGPT, and GPT-3, GPT-4, DALL-E E2 for generating pictures, and Codex for helping with coding, like your coding assistant. Detailed description of each of technologies you have on this event page. So just scroll down to the technology section and check out all the technologies with links for additional materials. Also, we have Cohere, which one more big large language model, and now we'll have also tutorial on Cohere, quick overview for those who are new to technology. They have great endpoints that you can use for your product, and also they have great feature called multilingual semantic search, which we really love, and it allows you to use it to every product, and it supports more than 100 languages. So your products can be really localized to some specific regions, can be really worldwide and international. So feel free to check out also multilingual semantic search. We really recommend it to you. Okay, and then we have new update for this type of hackathons is LangChain and GPT agents, technologies, and open source models. They are really great, and we strongly recommend you to check out LangChain. It's a library with a lot of technical solutions that can ease your creation process. Here we have a list of some that we recommend, and also just check out LangChain. They are awesome. And more AI models that we have, it's AI21 Labs, which one more large language models, and it's perfect for new people in AI. It's really easy to use, really easy to integrate and understand. So feel free to check out this story. We have also Stable Diffusion and YOLO V7. We have tutorials there, so check out on our event page. Questions from the chat. Okay, how soon until we met with a mentor? Will they be reaching out to us scheduled time? Okay, I got the question. So basically, once you will be ready with your concept, feel free to tag mentor in your team channel or in general chat. And since we are available through all the hackathons, it's your responsibility to contact mentor. That's first. And the second, you can contact us anytime you prefer. We should be available through each time zone since we have big team of mentors. So just feel free to use tag in Discord, and that will be fine. But we recommend to don't spend more than 1 day to define the concept and form the team. So you will have 5 days for the creation of the app itself. Let's move on. When you say investors will be watching, how many investors do you think will be view the project? So we have our information that investors are checking the latest AI apps that are created here. So I do not have numbers of investors, and if I would, I wouldn't tell it to you for sure. But we know that people that are interested in some specific areas and some AI use cases, they are checking the website for solutions. And also don't forget that you are using models of the companies, and sometimes companies are supporting projects that were created based on their models. So the companies are interested that are providing the models, investors are interested, and potential your co-founders or people that can partner with you also interested in these projects. And basically the presentation that you will have in the end will be very investor pitching. So you can use it for that as well. Okay, how it's limited to the models listed, or we can integrate. I already mentioned it, so you can integrate whatever models you have, but we recommend those since we have educational materials on them. Codex is this Codex is OpenAI model that allows you to generate codes in really good way, but also the same feature has Cohere and AI21. So you can check them also if you don't want to use OpenAI. And also if you have some issues with OpenAI, like the access in your country, sometimes we face this as well. You can easily go to Cohere or AI21. They have pretty similar features and pretty similar, I would say, use cases. So it's also good to try it out. Okay, what if I had an idea before the hackathon and want to become my AI startup? Oh, well, okay. We do not accept the models like to win the hackathon, we do not accept the project that were built before the hackathon. So we will be checking your GitHub repos, and we need it to be created during the hackathon or at least a week before the hackathon, and not earlier. But you still can build your project or can continue building at this hackathon and then apply to the Slingshot program, but just not as a winner of this hackathon. That will be fine. Okay, I have a little question. So we have to send our concept on general chat? No, you have to ask for help on the general chat, or the best way is to ask on your team channel. And nobody except of mentors have access to your team channel, so we'll be discussing the concept on there or on a call. Okay, we have quite a lot of questions this time. So we can use those tools and also whatever other AI tools we like. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, and talk more about the GitHub page that we need to upload. Yeah, basically, to submit the hackathon, you probably already checked some apps that were built at LabLab. You have to submit your GitHub profile. Sorry, not profile. GitHub link, GitHub repo for the projects. So mentors can check the code, and we can also check when it was created. And if you don't want to make it public, that's your choice, but you should give access to some of the mentors or organizers that can check the code itself and can check the creation date, which is more important for us. Yeah, we really do not recommend you to use VPN because then you will face a lot of issues with phone number and also with using this app for a longer period of time if you want to go further. So it's really better to just pick another model. Okay. If you do not use GitHub, that's also fine. So just submit the link for the code editor you use. We just need to check the code itself. It's interesting for technical mentors. And also we need to check the creation date. That's basically why we need this GitHub link. All right, solo submission is allowed. And if you already started building your project, that's not an issue. You can continue building. You will still get feedback and help from mentors. You will get feedback from judges. That's fine. But if it comes to the price, you can just apply to the Slingshot and be judged as every applicant. That's fine. But the winner of this hackathon will have opportunity to have just a spot on Slingshot, like regardless all the evaluation processes before getting into the Slingshot. I hope you get it. So it's not a problem to be to join the hackathon and building during this hackathon. Okay, guys, I'm talking for long, and let's move on to last technology slide that we have here. So basically, all the tutorials and all the like description of the models and also links for documentation and links for the websites you can find on our tech page. Here is the link for the tech page, and also on LabLab, it's like everywhere. It's super easy to find. So basically, use this link to discover technology and have so much fun building. And now I should invite Fabian for pre-recorded but session that would be really useful for everybody of you. And this one about the ChatGPT for coders. So let's take a look. And after that, we will move on to more information regarding technology.
Hello and welcome everyone to this tutorial. Today we will have a look at ChatGPT and its coding capabilities. First, let's have a look at general programming question answering. So right here, I asked what is Python good for, and we got a really good answer to our question, and this really could save you a lot of time, because if you wanted to find out this by yourself, you would have to do a lot of Googling, visiting different sites, reading through a lot of stuff. So this is really a precise and compact answer to my question. So this is really good for just overall general programming questions. So right here, my next question was, what programming language should I learn if I want to create 3D games? What game engines are there? And this is pretty good. So it answers with C++ and C#, which is a really good answer, and also Python. You can create games with Python, but yeah, it's less popular for game development compared to C++ and C#. So that's a really good answer. And yeah, here it also listed probably the biggest game engines that are currently on the market. So yeah, it's really good for general, not too specific programming questions. Next, let's have a look at automation. So ChatGPT can really good create different kinds of Python scripts to automate all kinds of different tasks. So right here, this is actually a problem I was facing in my everyday work. So I had a lot of txt files and I wanted to merge all txt files from one directory into a single txt file. So I just went to ChatGPT and asked it if it could generate a small script for me. So right here we have this combine txt files function, and it shows us even how we could use this. And this is just super helpful if you want to automate stuff and yeah, work less. Then another example here is create a Python script that checks the current price of Bitcoin to US dollar. I actually told here with any API key, so it uses this nomics API, which is, I guess, it's a crypto index, and it's using this API to get the current price of Bitcoin. Okay, so the next thing we will look at is creating websites. So ChatGPT can really create HTML, CSS, and JavaScript really good. So here I asked it to create a simple website about Labrador, so dogs, with a navigation, a hero, with an image, and an about section, and a contact form. So here it started generating the HTML with inline style. And right here, this is very interesting, the generation stopped, I guess because it's reached the output size limit. But then I just told it again to write the body of the website, because the body started here and it got cut off here. So it just continued to write out the code, and then I basically took the whole code and pasted it into a new replit. So this is basically the result of this generation right here. The image is not really a Labrador dog, but that's close enough. And I think overall this is a really good result for not doing any changes to the current generation. So we have our navbar, we have our hero with an image. These things are even clickable, so we have our small about section, and then this small contact us component, which looks really good. Next, let's talk about different kinds of generic code, for example, algorithms. Right here, I have a really simple sorting algorithm. It's called bubble sort. Probably most programmers are familiar with it. So first, I asked it to actually generate a bubble sort function. It did it without a problem, all looking good. But then I asked it to add documentation and inline comment about what is done on each line. And you can see right here that this has no comments whatsoever. And here we have really nice documentation with what the function does, parameters, and what the function returns. So this is really great. And we have our comments added about what is done on each line. So this is great if you have generic code and want to document this. And then I asked it to show me how this function can be used, and it gave me a really great example of an unsorted array. Then we sort our array with this function, and then we print out our sorted array. So this is really nice. Last but not least, let's talk about simplifying or rewriting code. So right here, I've pasted this fizzbuzz implementation that I found on the web. And this is a clever solution, but it's not really readable. So I pasted in the whole code, added this small spacer section right here, and then told it to simplify this clever fizzbuzz solution. And so it rewrote me the entire thing, just a little bit more readable for the average person. So now you know how you can use ChatGPT for your everyday programming tasks. I hope you learned something, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Thank you, Fabian, for this tutorial. I hope it was really useful for those who are new to AI. And now I have a surprise for you as we'll have one more tutorial. It's way shorter and it's about Cohere. As I mentioned, it's pretty similar to OpenAI GPT-3 technology, but it has just more functions, or I would say different functions. And I would really advise you to take a look and think about using it for your product. And let me, before we'll move on to this tutorial, let me also tell about the platforms where you can host the demo. So basically, to finish the hackathon, to submit your project, you have to show us your ready MVP, right? As I mentioned on the challenge section. So demo, it means something that I can go and play and test as a user. So it's like pre-ready like version of your product to showcase how it will work in the future. And we have two platforms that we usually advise people to use to host the demo, which is Streamlit and Replit. It's not that something that's like required to use, but it's something we recommend as we know that it's free, it's easy to use, and usually people like it. But also we know that people are submitting it on like Hugging Face, whatever. So you can use any platform that is comfortable for you. But these two we just recommend from our side. I have question in the chat, which is very special and useful GPT tutorial. Okay, it's just a comment of the tutorial. What if I'm making my demo in a... Yeah, it's just I mentioned, that's fine. You can use whatever model you prefer and whatever platform. And this too we recommend. Okay, and we had also a question about the slingshot during the previous talk. So I shared in the chat the link for Slingshot program on our website. So and I pin it. So you may check it. Just read about the program now, since Simon were talking about it in the beginning. And if you missed something, this stream will be recorded and it will be here on Twitch. So you can go back to this and check it out. But the link for the program I just shared in the chat. So for those who are interested, just go there and check it out. Okay, and let's take a look on the Cohere tutorial now. And after that, we will move on to the evaluation criteria and prizes.
Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today we will build a chat summarizer with the help of Cohere AI. Here you can see a conversation between an AI support agent and a customer. With the help of our small program, we can just summarize the entire conversation in one simple sentence like you can see here. I highly recommend checking out the Cohere website for more information and documentation about their API. Okay, so let's get started. First, I created a new file called summary.py. In this file, let's import the Cohere client library and create a new client with our own API key. You can find your API key on the Cohere dashboard. Next, let's create a response object and call generate on the Cohere client. We will choose the model large for this example, and you can find more information about different model sizes on the Cohere website. Next, let's call the prompt and pass in two examples of a summarized dialog. So right here you can see the summary of this dialog at the top. Next, let's pass in our new chat that hasn't been summarized yet. Right here you can see the TLDR is empty. Then let's pass in a few more parameters. You can choose these to your needs. And then let's pass in a stop sequence right here. This stop sequence tells the AI to stop generating when exactly this sequence is reached. So for example, right here you can see that this sequence is always at the end of the summary. At the end, let's print out our prediction. Now we can check if our program works by executing the Python file. You can use the summarizer to summarize conversations, for example on Slack, Discord, Telegram, or emails. If you're interested in AI, check out LabLab AI to find hackathons to participate in, like these ones. You can also find more tutorials on our tutorial page. Thank you for watching this Cohere tutorial. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks a lot. And it was again Fabian, if somebody didn't notice this. And I just shared also the link for the same video on our YouTube channel. And also there you can find a lot of useful tutorials and business talks. And that might be useful for you for this hackathon. So feel free to go to our LabLab AI YouTube channel and check them out as well. Okay, for now, we had one more question in the chat I want to answer before we move on to the evaluation criteria, and let's keep going. Okay, person in the chat asked about continue working on the project. It doesn't make sense to work on the project if it was developed before the hackathon, or better just to apply for the slingshot. Well, during the hackathon, the main advantage is that you have access to the mentors. And if you need some advices and if you need some help with specific tech questions, mentors are available for you for this hackathon. So it's really good for you to have this access in case you're developing your project. And also you will have as a feedback and visibility on our page when you will submit the project. Which is really important. Even if you want to apply for the slingshot, you will have visibility on people that are running slingshot because they are checking all the submissions before invite somebody or send like the link for applying or approve this person to apply on slingshot program. That's first. And the second is that you can't really apply to the slingshot if you do not have submission on our page, because it's one of their requirements. So you finished LabLab hackathon and then you go to the slingshot, which would be important for you as well to be one of the applicants. Yeah, I hope I answered. And also, if you need some co-founders, teammates, and people with specific backgrounds and specific expertise, that's the right place to find them. Basically during the hackathon, because they will be super active. They will be also passionate about building and about having their own startup business with AI. So that's main probably advantage for you. But it's of course up to you to decide. I'm just listing you the advantages I see for you to join, and that's basically it. Can you share the presentation template link? Okay, let me then finish with the other slides, and I will share with you the article on our website with the presentation template. But also you will have these materials on your emails once it will be the right time. So once we know, like 3 days before the submission, we will be sending to you all the useful materials. All right, evaluation criteria. Maybe I will not go through all of them, but you see them in the screen in any case. But the four main for us is the tag side. So how complex is your project? How good, well developed it is. So we will be checking the code for this. Also, it's business concept. So do you understand what you want to do with this project and how it will look like in the future? Who will be your users? So like business concept will be really important part of evaluation. Then it's originality. So how original it is. Do you have so much competitors? Do we have the same apps on LabLab already built? It's good to have a quick competitor check. And also the presentation style. So it's good for you to have really high quality video with great explanation of all the details about the project and all that we require you to explain. And after, you can use this video for investors pitching and as your project pitch just in general for partners or for, let's say, potential investors. Okay, I hope I covered this part completely. Let's move on to the presentation itself. Also, all the requirements you will get via email when it will be the time. But for now, I need to tell you that you have to submit your solution on LabLab team page. You will have a specific button for this. And you basically already have it once you will create a team. And for those, you have some specific fields you need to fill out. So better for you to check out the submission page before even start building, so you will know which points you have to cover. And also you will submit the video to show us how your project works and to cover some presentation details. And I just have to tell you that this presentation shouldn't be longer than 5 minutes. If shorter, it's way better, because just imagine that we have a team of judges and team of people that are creators of technology, tech providers, and they are going to check your projects and to give you feedback. And if we have 10 minutes long presentation, they don't want to spend that much time on checking the project, and it means that they will just go faster, or they will not even take a look. They will go through your presentation itself, and it means that you can miss something really important, and they can like do not check some important details in your presentation. So we really advise you to keep it short and to be just respectful for people that have to check it after the hackathon. All right, and now the more satisfying section is the prizes. So for this hackathon, we'll have one winner who will won the place in Slingshot Accelerator program. And this program worth around 8K dollars in credits. For now, it's probably even more, because we constantly have new partners to the Slingshot that wants to give you credits package for you to be like to make your building process easier and to give you resources to start with building. So the person that will win the hackathon will automatically have the place in the Slingshot program. And all others people, including finalists, will have opportunity to apply. And also you will have LabLab swag if you are finalist or winner. All right, I see the questions in the chat. It's my last slide for today, and I would love to answer all the questions. So guys, if you still have something to ask, or you have some questions, and it's like more about the organization or about how this hackathon will go, feel free to ask them now, because it's basically the final slide of the kickoff stream, and then we'll move on to the next stage. Okay, let me answer the questions in the chat. Where is the submission page? Submission page is on your team page. You will have their button says that you can submit your project, and there you have this like form where you can submit your solution. Also, I would advise you to go to LabLab app discovery page, where you can check how all previous submissions looks like to have a clue what you should prepare. Okay. The second is you do not see it on your team page. Then it might be the issue, or you are checking the wrong page. So let me then. Okay. Let us then talk to you on Discord. So just feel free to ping mentors if you have some issues with submitting your project. But that might be just because we didn't start. It's not the time to submit the solution. But I would really advise you just to go to app discovery and to check how this page will look in final. Okay, the submission is simply 5-minute max video explaining the tool and what else. Also, this information is there on your submission like checklist, and also on the materials we'll send to you. And for this, you also should go and check other submissions to have an idea how it looks like, and if when you will finish your project. But yeah, it should be 5-minute video where you present in the whole concept, the idea, solution, what problem it solves, who will be your main target user, and everything you basically developed during this hackathon. So show how the demo works and show what's the plans you have for the future. And all this information, don't worry, you will get during the hackathon. Okay. Somebody is explaining their idea. Guys, to tell about your projects and to explain I don't know, your concept, or to find team members, go to Discord. That would be way useful than writing it here on Twitch, because there you can constantly create a team and connect with these members there on Discord. Okay. Well, I do not see any more questions. You have a few more seconds to write them. And for now, okay. Yes, somebody mentioned that they have years of marketing experience, so check out this person on Discord, and also feel free to write that you need somebody with marketing experience on Discord as well. I'm sure we have a lot of people interested in AI from marketing field. Uh-huh. Where on Discord should we specifically connect with Discord members and create a team? On Discord, we have specific channels. Max, can I ask you to move to the slide number 14, where we have screenshots from Discord? Once we are waiting for the slingshots, for the screenshots, I see. Let me then just tell you that we have two channels specific for each hackathon, which is general channel for a specific hackathon and looking for a team channel. So you will find your hackathon name on Discord, and you can write there. On looking for team channels, you can tell about your experience and say that you're looking for a team, or describe your idea and find the members for your team. And on general hackathon channel, you can write all the questions you may have, all the problems you faced, and whatever you basically want. Or just if you want to chat with somebody, also feel free to write there. It's the channel to communicate with people from the community. Oh, thank you for good words. And I don't see any more questions. So that's perfect time to say you good luck. And now we are starting team formation process. So feel free to go on Discord, go on LabLab, creating your teams, and start working on your solutions and creating concepts. Me, myself, and also people behind me that are in a team and our mentors team, they are ready to prove your concepts, talk to you about your ideas, and to help you out during this hackathon. So wish you good luck, and thanks to everybody for joining the stream.